Most of the followers of Muhammad who have read the Quran invariably quote a particular verse to prove that Mohammedan Islam is both tolerant and peaceful. Will you enlighten us?
As we repeatedly point out of necessity, that the Muhammadan Muslim agenda by those who wield authority and power is invariably threefold. 1. To deceive the people who are ignorant of the Quran into believing that it is a divine revelation, and hence must be peace-loving, merciful and compassionate, which of course it is not. 2. To mislead those who have doubts about their own faith and might want to convert to Muhammadan Islam. 3. To indoctrinate its own members into believing in the above, so that they do not look for answers somewhere else. They have succeeded in this subterfuge for the last 1400 years and continue to do so for the time being. Al-Baqarah 2.256. Let there be no compulsion in religion. Truth stands out clear from error. Whoever rejects evil and believes in Allah has grasped the most trustworthy handhold that never breaks. And Allah heareth and knoweth all things. This is a beautiful and highly moral verse. Let there be no compulsion in religion. The greatest tragedy is that among the hundreds of millions of humanity, both among the believers and the unbelievers, they do not know the facts, and many, especially among the followers of Muhammad, are not even willing to face reality. Unfortunately, the facts and reality are actually so ungodly and obscene that it is our duty, as well as the duty of all those who know, to enlighten the world and make them aware of the current deadly situation. Let us now explore the issues point by point, based entirely, as usual, on all the Arabic references that are available to all those who want to research the subjects at hand. 1. Almost all the conciliatory verses that emanated from Muhammad's mouth during the Meccan period were abrogated, unsikhu, during his Medinan period, and among them is the verse above. For those who may not know abrogation, it means that this verse was overruled and made null and void by the later allegedly revealed verses. Al-Tawbah 9.5. But when the forbidden months are past, then fight and slay the pagans wherever you find them, and seize them, beleaguer them, and lie in wait for them in every stratagem of war. 9.29. Fight those who believe not in Allah, nor the last day, nor hold that forbidden which has been forbidden by Allah and His Apostle, nor acknowledge the religion of truth, Islam, even if they are of the people of the book, Jews and Christians, until they pay the jizya, the poll tax, with willing submission and feel themselves humiliated. Al-Imran 3.19. The religion before Allah is Islam. 3.75. And believe no one unless he follows your religion. 3.85. If anyone desires a religion other than Islam, never will it be accepted of him. Can anyone listening to these verses doubt their meaning? Where in these verses can one find tolerance and no compulsion? Except, of course, the believing followers of Muhammad. Item 2. Muhammadan Islam is such a peace-loving, tolerant and wise belief system that it sanctions the slaughtering of any and all those who change their mind and try to opt out of it. You don't believe me, do you? You think I'm exaggerating? Al-Nahl 16.106. Anyone who, after accepting faith in Allah, utters unbelief, except under compulsion, his heart remaining firm in faith, but such as open their breast to unbelief, on them is wrath from Allah, and theirs will be a dreadful penalty. According to the Muhammadan exegetes, this verse clearly sanctions the killing or slaughtering of any who willingly and freely apostatizes. Sahih al-Bukhari 9.17, narrated by Abdullah. Allah Apostle said, "The blood of a Muslim who confesses that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and that I am his Apostle, cannot be shed except in 3 cases. In qisas for murder, a married person who commits illegal sexual intercourse, and the one who reverts from Islam, apostate, and leaves the Muslims." Sahih Bukhari Hadith 9.57, narrated by Ikrimah. Some Zanadiqa, atheists, were brought to Ali and he burned them. The news of this event reached Ibn Abbas, who said, If I had been in his place, I would not have burned them, as Allah's Apostle forbade it, saying, do not punish anybody with Allah's punishment by fire. I would have killed them according to the statement of Allah's Apostle. Whoever changed his Islamic religion, then kill him. Changing one's mind after entering Muhammadan Islam is punishable by decapitation and death. It is the only belief system ever that ordains the murder of a follower who wants to change his or her mind. Just like in the mafia crime syndicates, one can join, but one cannot leave and still breathe. We rest our case.